Good day and welcome to the Sport Rep Show. This is your host, Jackson Kauraisa, with the latest sport news. And now for your latest on the hit list. Blue Waters continued with their winning ways with a 4-0 victory over young Brazilians on Sunday at the Jan Falcon Stadium in Walvis Bay. Locked leaders African Stars restored their confidence with a morale-boosting 3-0 win over 11 Arrows. African Stars are at the top of the log with 61 points from 19 wins, 4 draws and 1 defeat after 24 games. Blue Waters follows in second position with 47 points after 14 wins, 5 draws and 4 defeats after 23 games. Blue Water striker Sam Dabo had the beautiful birds off to a flying start by scoring the opening goal in the first minute of the match against the Brazilians. In the first game, Sparta 2 took on Etosha Lions, who travelled all the way from Tsumeb. It was a very tight game, but Etosha Lions controlled the game and were rewarded when Giovanni Ritman scored the first try. Corne du Plessis scored 2 tries, while George Turner added 2 conversions for his team's win. Sparta 2 didn't show any signs of giving up, although they were trailing and got a penalty try in the dying minutes of the game. It ended 27-7 in Etosha Lions' favour. Nayland Farmer, who captained Sparta 2, was gutted by his team's performance. 9 Namibian wrestlers from the after-school wrestling club in Grysblok, Katutura have done it again, bringing home a total of 13 medals following their participation at the Frank Joubert Open, Pretoria, South Africa over the weekend, in both Greco-Roman and freestyle categories in preparation for the 2023 African Wrestling Championship taking place, that is in Tunis, from 15 to 21 May. The team was accompanied by head coach Luis Faceledo Pass and assistant coach David Bernard. The medalist stood at Granville Swartz, gold for the under-11, Hayder Topias, bronze for under-13, Dreyer Chalo, gold for under-17, Drayan Mortone, bronze for under-17, while Lazarus Haimbodi, 2 golds for the under-17, Virina Ngwashiti, 2 golds for junior, Zakaria Haipandwa, silver and bronze. Alex Heininga took 2 silvers and Romeo Gollard took a gold for the senior category. AC Promotions, under its leader Immanuel Imms Moses, today launched their next boxing bonanza, which will be staged with an aim of raising funds for 6-month-old baby Meta, who has severe medical condition. The event will take place on 10 June at the Nampower Convention Center in Windhoek, with the boxing stable lining up 8 boxing bouts. Sport Rep was at the event and has this video for us.
Event program, which is going to be on the 10th of June this year at the Nampower Convention Center. So we're excited for that event. It's the first event for the year for the AC Boxing Academy, so we're quite excited for that event. So I do thank all of you for making it this morning to just hear more insight on why this is a particularly special event. Not only is it for for the boxers to get their talent seen, but it's also for a good cause, because it is for a special baby girl who we are trying to get funds for her to get medical attention. And with all that said, I don't want to take up much time. I've welcomed you all, and I would like to welcome the founder of AC Boxing Academy to give us more insight on why we are all here this morning. Please do give a round of applause for Imms Moses.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this special occasion. As we all know, boxing been playing a major key in many lives in Namibia, and I hope we continue to do that, because we have so many young, talented fighters that always wake up early in the morning, run the 10 kilos, the 50 kilos, go out there just to entertain you. So today we have a very, very special announcement, as Jovita just mentioned to you guys. So it's going to be one of the kind. Of course, is very touchy and very, very touching everybody once we go into details. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank the media. I want to thank my partners. I see Leatherman in the building, KPES, and all the boxes. I welcome you guys. So let's start. Humanity is the human race which includes everyone on this earth. It's also a word of quality that make us human, such as ability to love and have compassion, be creative and not be a robot or aliens. The purpose of humanity is to treat all humans equally. It's simple in terms of philosophy. We just have to see all the human beings as our brothers and sisters and other relations for that matter, and treat them as ours. When we think something as ours, we automatically care for that. Members of the media present here today, distinguished invited guests among us this morning, and this public at large, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to stand on protocol already observed and unpack what today's press conference is really all about. As Africans, we pride ourselves on a concept like Ubuntu. The essence of being human, Ubuntu speaks particularly about the fact that you can't exist as a human being in isolation. It speaks about interconnectedness. You can't be a human all by yourself. And when you have this quality, Ubuntu, you are known for your generosity. My name is Immanuel Moses, and I am the founder and a co-owner for the AC Boxing Academy. It is with an absolute honor that I deliver to you a short script of what the fundraising boxing event is about. The boxing fundraising event is aimed to raising funds for baby mental medical expenses as an act towards a good cause. Baby mental is a 6-month-old baby who has one of the most severe medical conditions, and unfortunately the medication needed for her treatment is very expensive. Hence, the arrangement of this fundraising boxing event is to raise funds towards that. According to the latest doctor report, baby Menta has suffered a devastating brain injury. As of late, medical report show that she has very little brain tissues left, which is even only posterior fossa contents, part of her brain stream, and calcified thalami. The rest is unfortunately just encephalomyrexia. And there has unfortunately been little prospect of improvement on her condition. As a result, she needs urgent medical care to better her condition and successfully get her the medication she needs. Having said the above, we are therefore publicly inviting to the boxing and dining event to be held on the 10th of June at the Namibian Convention Center, where we will be getting to witness boxers from our African continent and beyond fight as we raise funds through pledge and sponsorship for this little girl. The event will be solely aimed to raise such funds that will be directed to the aforementioned cause, and your partnership to do this be highly appreciated. The estimated medical bill is roughly 500,000 Namibian dollars, which I believe as Namibians we will be able to come together and raise this amount of money. And the medical care will be provided in the Republic of India. May we also take this time to thank our sponsor or partners in this great cause, namely as Fit City Gym, that's where all our boxers train, and Kadila Amomo legal practitioner, Mshasho Record. Mshasho Record came on board to perform 3 songs as part of the contribution and also part of creating awareness for us to raise this fund. NBC Sport, of course, AC Boxing just have signed an agreement with NBC to live broadcast all our events. So even this press conference will be live on TV. Marigold Hotel, it's the venue where we are today. So they came on board also to rescue us, just to cut short to cut funds so that we don't spend a lot of money. So we thank them a lot for their effort. Then we have Essence Lifestyle. It's a new hotel that just opened recently in Windhoek Park. And of course, they also came on board to support this event. Pure Dream Investment already commit to this event, as they are going to provide us with the sound and the stage and the lights for the night of the event. We thank them a lot for that, because all those expenses that I just said cost a lot of money. Then we have Namibian company that also came on board to support this event, because they really feel that this event needs a lot of support. I'm not done yet. Of course, then we have Pomoja Record by Leatherman. So Leatherman will also be part of the event, as he contributed himself to give us 3 songs the night of the event to entertain us, and he will also be part of the campaign to help us raise funds and to create awareness. And then we have KP Ehlers, the gentleman sitting over there with Leatherman. He also came on board to give us 3 songs at the night of the event and create awareness and to send the message to the whole world and in Namibia in general. And we have a lady called Shaya. She's also going to perform 2 songs the night of the event, also going to help us to create awareness, helping baby mentor to get support. We are still seeking for more partners in this initiative to kindly reach to us with any form of contribution to this event, as every contribution positively impacts this initiative. In an event where you would like to individually acquire about baby mental health condition for purpose of supporting her, kindly directly contact her mother, Miss Feldonita Kenanjo Chombe, on her cell phone number. And most of the time, really, you can't really reach her on the phone because she's always giving attention to the baby. So in that matters, we say you contact the AC Boxing Academy on our cell phone number 081 31 55 070. Then we can give you more information.
We will now go for a short break, and the spotlight will be back after that. Salome Iyambo from the Namibia Sports Commission is the coordinator for the Podium Performance Program that was launched today. After a memorandum of understanding between Namibia and Botswana was signed, the PPP was established in 2021, but due to unforeseen difficulties, the program could not be implemented until 2023. The first group of athletes from different sport codes will depart soon for Botswana, but they will attend various coaching clinics from 25 to 28 April, hosted by the Botswana Sports Federation. Athletes will compete on 29 April in the Gaborone Athletics Grand Prix. Tilman van Lille prepared this for us.
I'm talking to Ms. Salome Iyambo of the Sports Commission. Salome, you are the coordinator of the Triple P Podium Performance Program in Namibia. Can you tell us more about the initiative, please?
Yeah, thank you very much, and a warm greeting to Namibia. The Triple P, as you mentioned, is a podium performance program. The aim is to help enhance athletes' performance in order for them to achieve medals. We no longer want to talk about participation. We do not want to talk about competing. We want to send athletes to international games in order for them to be able to achieve medals. That's why there's that word podium, meaning when we send an athlete to an international competition, we are targeting that this athlete will end up on the podium. Whether you are standing at position number 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. The aim is to be able to reach the podium after your performance.
And Salome, we're not talking only about athletics. This includes boxing, judo, and some other sports as well. Can you maybe specify which sports are that is currently included in the program?
Thank you. Just to kickstart the podium performance, look at all our sporting codes, and then of course we target particular international games. So if Olympics is coming, then we know we talk about athletics and Paralympics. If it's a world championship in netball, cricket, what have you, then we look at all this. But for a kickstart, we will be taking Team Namibia to Botswana for a training camp. This is because this initiative is derived from the Botswana-Namibia MOU, which we have between the two member countries, and of course also touching on the AUS Region 5. As of current, we have got athletics, para-athletics, boxing, judo, karate, cycling, swimming. We are looking at netball, and we are also looking at wrestling. So these are some of the sporting codes that we have for a kickstart. Unfortunately, to Botswana, cycling and netball and swimming will not be taking part. Why? Netball could not get counterparts to compete, train and compete with, to test their skills. Cycling will be having an event here in Namibia, while swimming will be partaking in an event of the same caliber in Malawi. This is also to be able to be trained together with the experts of other countries and be able to match one another in the competition. So the team will travel to Botswana on the 24th. They will kick off with a training camp on the 25th to the 28th. They'll be able to match some internationals who are also coming for the Grand Prix. And on the 29th, some of our athletes, especially in para and athletics, will be competing in this international pre-Grand Prix preparation for them to be able to test the skills learned and also to enhance their performance, matching themselves with some of these internationals who are coming. Not everybody will run against the best, but of course when you have the likes of Sherry and Fraser coming, it's also a motivation to our young athletes. As we mentioned, we have Ndawana here who just came number 1 in the athletics nationals last weekend, and she will be part of this team partaking. So what does it mean to Ndawana to be able to talk to Sherry Ann or get an advice from Sherry Ann as she get off from a track? This is what the program is all about. We want to ensure we enhance for podium standings in order for us to get these medals.
Salome, this is the first big one, a training camp for the Namibians going over to Botswana on the 20th of April. The initial understanding, memorandum of understanding is between Namibia and Botswana, but we are looking at Angola and some other countries as well, Malawi.
Yes.
Which countries are we looking at as well, maybe to include?
Indeed, yes. The MOU is between only 2 countries, but it is open because this MOU have also invited all other Southern African countries to join. Remember, the aim is to enhance performance. So if you have your best athletes in a particular code, like wrestling in South Africa, you want to compete and train your athletes in Namibia with the best. So at current, for the upcoming camp, we will have Namibia and Botswana for sure in all these sport codes that we mentioned. We are also looking at Zimbabwe, we are looking at Angola attending this event. And for the Grand Prix, we are looking at internationals coming as far as Jamaica, Canada, US, what have you. So they will just come and add value to what we are already doing in order to motivate, to advise, to share their skills and moments with some of our athletes. And not taking away anything, cycling will be in Malawi, swimming will be in Malawi. Equally, they'll be competing with their counterparts in Malawi, as well as those few invited guests that will be coming to showcase their talent.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with English Premier League soccer first, and it's a game that was played at Leeds United, and it was Liverpool that visited Leeds United. Liverpool way too strong for Leeds. They beat them by 6-1. Good result for Liverpool, trying to stay in the top 8 at least to try and qualify for Europa League. It seems like they're not going to be able to make a top 4 for UEFA Champions League next season. At the moment, Liverpool in 8th position on 47 points, and it is Newcastle in 4th position on 56 points, so quite a few points ahead of them. Leeds United struggling to avoid relegation at the moment. They're in 16th position, right on the relegation cut, and they have 29 points after 31 games. Next game for Leeds will be at Fulham. They go away to play at Fulham. That will be on Friday evening. And Liverpool, they at home over the weekend on Saturday. They will play against Nottingham Forest. Continuing with cricket news, the Indian Premier League that continues. There's lots of games still to be played. The final will only be on the 21st of May. That's in India Premier League. Latest game, Chennai Super Kings, they had a win of 8 runs over the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Chennai Super Kings batted first, and it was 226 for 6 that they scored, and it was Conway with 83 runs that at the best runs for the Chennai Super Kings. They beat the Royal Challengers Bangalore because they only reached 218 for 8, and it was South African Faf du Plessis, the best batsman for the Royal Challengers Bangalore. He scored 66 runs off just 33 deliveries. It's Rajasthan Royals that's leading at the moment with 8 league points after 5 games, and with the win, the Chennai Super Kings now move into 3rd position with 6 league points after 5 games. Also, international test one-day series that's been played in New Zealand, that is playing in Pakistan. It's the 3rd T20 game. They're playing 5 T20 games. Pakistan won the first 2, but it's New Zealand that came back in the 3rd one now. They won by 4 runs. It was firstly New Zealand that batted first, 163 for the loss of 5 wickets, with Tom Latham scoring 64 or 49 deliveries, and then it was Pakistan bowled out on the last ball of their 20 overs, 159 all out. 2 more games in the series of the T20s to be played. That will be on Thursday. That will be game 4, and then game 5 will be on Monday. After that, they'll also play 5 50-over ODIs. Continuing international sports news with tennis news, it's from the Barcelona Open. Rounds of 64 games that was played. It is Nuro Borges of Portugal. He is through to the round of 32. He beat Ivaska of Russia by 6-2 and 6-3. Then also Ben Shelton. He played against countryman from the USA, Michael McDonald. He beat him by 7-5 and 6-4. Next up will be a difficult game for Nuno Borges. He needs to play now against the number 1 seed, Carlos Alcaraz of Spain. That is in the round of 32. And then Ben Shelton, he will come up against the number 3 in the world, or the 3rd seed rather, that is Casper Ruud. Also number 2 seed, Stefanos Tsitsipas, they will also be in action in the round of 32. Some of the big names of world tennis not playing in this tournament. Andrei Rublev, that won the Monte Carlo Open just a week ago, or the Masters, he's not playing in the tournament, and also Novak Djokovic not in action in this tournament. Currently it is Novak Djokovic that's the world number 1. He's got the world number 1 ranking, and it is Carlos Alcaraz that can overtake him again if he wins the Barcelona Open. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, thank you so much, Ari. That is all we had for you today. Please do not forget to catch the Sport Rep show again tomorrow at the same time and place. Goodbye.